When you got mature guys like we got, and you got the kind of leaders we got, most importantly, the thing that they take care of in the locker room themselves too.
Does it feel any different for you though, knowing that you guys finished on the way you did last year, just personally?
No, I mean, what it does is it feels good to have guys that play with great confidence, and that's what you see, and that's what you want in your own kids. You want kids to, when they leave you, they have great confidence in what it is that they're doing. And I think success breeds that. And I think the way they finished, the way they played the last few games of the year, and where they came from, I think it's bred a lot of confidence in them. And I tell you, that's something that goes a long way.
It's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for you, because you say you like when you get criticized. That's lessened a little bit.
No, we make it very uncomfortable still, and sometimes it just makes you got to find other ways to create that discomfort. You know, we didn't have to do that last year. We had a lot of outside sources that would help create that discomfort and that challenge to them mentally. We feel a lot more comfortable when we get to create those discomfortable things, and you know, so I know Coach does it to us, and it makes us grow, and we'll continue to do it to our guys.
Still a lot of pride in Darren Lee's development and the way you went to bat for him. I think somebody said he's the best player on the field in the title game. There was a couple of games there when they're like, and that you had to keep hammering, Coach, to get him.
Hey, we've made some good choices, and we've had some bad ones too. But
you don't hit them all.
It's a part of the game, and obviously it's great when those things pan out and you see a kid mature and kind of grow up in front of your own eyes in sense of what we see on the football field, but even off the football field as well. So. The great thing is he's a great team guy too. He loves his teammates around him. He does a great job at helping those guys and motivating those guys. And I think that's one of the big things that you're going to hear hopefully our guys all talk about when they talk about the defense and the silver bullets. We want to talk about the group, and that's hard at times. You know, when they talk about the silver bullets, you hear them talk about Joey Bosa, you hear them talk about Darren Lee, and they might talk about Von Bell, or instead of them talking about him as a unit. And I think that's the great things I think that we got from our, not just our leaders, but our great players. They believe in that, and we're going to continue to help them promote that.
Was that the top? What's the one thing when you came out here? Was there anything missing from last year? You won the title. I mean, in terms of starting with a new defense, what do you have to see first?
Well, I think leadership. I think what we're missing is Curtis Grant. We're missing Duran Grant, and when Coach talks about there's some difference between committed guys and compelled guys, and those compelled guys are those ones that truly will sacrifice for their brothers. And I think you only know that once you get into those adverse situations. So we're going to try to do as much as we can to put them in those situations as early and as often as we can. But there's no pressure like 110,000 people. There's no pressure like being or giving up something to see how they will handle it together.
Yeah, Raekwon says he's much more confident now making calls and things like that too. Have you seen a difference in him just in the first 3 days out here compared to a year ago?
I've seen a difference in him since maybe midway through the summer. And that's why Coach Mick is the best at what he does, because he's not just a strength coach. He recognizes some of those things, in the confidence level and the overconfidence level. Some guys, the greatest attribute they have is confidence, and some guys have the biggest downfall to that is overconfidence. And I think from about midsummer, where he was a little bit in that comfort zone, how many other guys are going to push me, this, that, and the other thing. From that point where Coach Mick grabbed him, and Coach Meyer grabbed him, and I grabbed him all in succession, I think I've seen that maturity, that ability to be a true leader, to lead the silver bullets. I think he's got what it takes.